That cupcake was so good.
I know. I spent like 2 hours in the kitchen making them.
Oh my
The other day.
You're such a sweet girlfriend.
I literally, for boyfriend's birthday, I was literally in the kitchen all fucking day. I made him cupcakes the night before, and then we went to sleep, and then I woke up, I made him breakfast, and then we ate, and then 2 hours later it was lunchtime, and
You're
so
like,
I
"Oh,
made
no."
us a picnic lunch,
Aww.
and it was great.
It sounds expensive.
No, I just made everything from what we had here,
Oh,
so
okay,
I didn't
nice.
pay anything.
Okay, nice.
I made him his favorite dinner that I make, the burritos,
Right.
steak burritos with like some onion, some pepper, saute that with some spices, and then you get some pinto beans, throw those in there. Corn also with the veggies.
I love corn.
Love it.
Love corn.
And then you use some brown rice because we're trying to do a little healthier. So
I do brown rice too.
yeah, a little anti-inflammatory, little whole grain. So we do the brown rice, we do the cheese, we do the beans, the veggies, the guac. And then I make
today when I said quack.
quack. You know, the
Instead
quack.
of guac.
And then you get I like sour cream. He doesn't like sour cream. I put sour cream on mine
Boo.
usually.
I love
But I
sour
started
cream.
making that sauce that I was showing you. That's like sour cream and mayo and jalapenos and jalapeno juice, and that like thins it out, and then you can like drizzle it over. Oh my god!
Wow.
It's
You're an
like
artiste.
it's like I've gotten so much better at cooking
Good.
since like being able to have a kitchen all to myself.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice when you have your own kitchen
Yeah,
and you're like actually wanting to cook.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's like me this week. I sometimes I'll just be like, no, we're having like corn dogs for dinner. Like I don't want to make anything.
Me too. I do that too.
This week I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make a special lemon pasta. And then yesterday I made a crock pot chicken pot pie. It was so good. I always need to like half the recipe though. I make way too much.
Me too. I have pretty much every recipe unless it's like chili and I know that I'm gonna
I would
eat it for
chili for a
lunch for
while.
days.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll save that. But like
Yeah.
like the cupcakes that I made him, I halved the recipe because I was like, he doesn't like sweets enough, and
Yeah.
I don't love carrot cake enough to eat all of these within like a couple days.
Right.
So-
Yeah. I mean, sometimes when I make a box of mac and cheese, I'm like, I wish I had a child so that I could just like finish this box with my child. Because
Right.
my husband doesn't like box mac and cheese all the time. All the time. He likes specifically the swirls from Kraft. And that's
Spirals?
like it. The spirals, yes.
God.
Um,
Not like the,
not the-
Paw Patrol picture ones.
No.
Or
Usually I do like classic and I'll have it with applesauce. And
Yep.
that's delicious. But
I think
he does not do that. So I need a child to eat with me.
right. A child would eat that with you.
100%.
We like to do what we call yellow dinner,
I love yellow
which
dinner.
is just basically everything that you can find in the freezer, and it all happens to pretty much be yellow or orange. And so we'll make mac and cheese. I like the Annie's cheddar shells, not the white
Love
cheddar. I'm not a huge fan of the white cheddar. I ate it too much, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. White cheddar's good.
But I'll do like the regular cheddar shells or
I love
the
shells.
penne.
Penne.
They have a penne
what?
with like a 4-cheese penne. The best
Do you get that at
Annie's
Freddy's?
mac and cheese. It's wherever you have Annie's
Wherever?
mac and
Oh,
cheese.
okay.
Oh my god,
Maybe I need to eat more Annie's.
so much better
Okay.
than like
I
the
do love
regular,
Annie's.
because it's not as like mushy as the regular noodles. It doesn't feel as like, you know, you get the texture of the penne.
Yeah.
And so it feels more like regular pasta.
Oh,
It's great. And then you do some chicken nuggets. I love an Impossible Dino Nugget, but you can do whatever you want. And then you get a veggie. Sometimes it's like broccoli. Sometimes
Broccoli's
it's
good.
a bag of steamed corn. You know, it could really be whatever.
More yellow dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yellow on yellow.
You can even add, I used to, when I lived by myself, I used to add like pizza rolls
Oh.
or like French fries on the
Okay.
side. I wouldn't
It's like a
recommend
little
that.
girl dinner.
I wouldn't recommend that though.
Why?
You know, we never said hello.
I know. We
kinda
just started talking. That's kind of the vibe of today's episode, though.
It really is. We're kind of all over the place. We just recorded the last episode. So hello, welcome back to Socratic Sisters podcast. I'm Sadie.
I am Maggie.
And this is episode 13, I think. Today, we are talking all about Big Brother. I feel like that's probably going to be enough for our, like, off-topic.
Yeah. We're going to be
chat
on a lot of tangents.
Because we are going to have so much to talk about on this topic that it's going to count as our intro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I would first like to talk. Okay, first of all,
Yes.
if you've never seen Big Brother,
Reality
if you're not
TV show.
currently watching it, yeah, it's okay. All right. However, you might be a little bit confused.
A little bit.
We will kind of explain as best as we can what's going on.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, also if you're behind on episodes, probably don't watch it. It's August 25th as we're recording this.
And we're going off of live feeds, so we know who won veto, who
I mean, this will be out in like
or not
next
used
week.
it. Oh, okay, yeah.
So they'll know
I know,
already.
but
yeah, if you're behind, if you're like a few episodes
if you're
behind,
then.
then maybe skip this episode, come back later if you
Yeah.
care. But if not, then like let's just talk about it, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So honestly, we haven't had a chance to discuss this yet.
I know. I've been watching it on my own.
Would like to talk about the Riley of it all really quick and just
Sure.
get that out of the way.
What if he sues us for $15 million?
I frankly don't give a shit. I
Yeah,
don't
me neither.
tiptoe around the feelings of woman abusers, to be honest.
Especially a white man.
From Oklahoma.
He's from Oklahoma.
Nothing good has ever come from Oklahoma, and you can quote me on that. And I stand firmly.
Do they? No, that's Idaho. I was like, they have potatoes. That's Idaho.
They don't got shit. I'm
They
sure
don't
they have
got
some stuff.
anything.
But to be honest, everyone I've met from Oklahoma.
I always forget it's a state.
Yeah, so if you've been watching this current season, you will know all about Riley Jeffries.
Do you want to explain who he is?
Right, yeah. So every season, pretty much, there's a Riley.
Yeah, 100%.
Not in that, like, they do the same things, but there is
Mhm.
always, especially in the last few seasons, it feels like there's always been one contestant that has been called out, for terrible
various
behavior that has been caught on the live feeds of Big Brother. Which the live feeds are basically like, they're free this year. Like, I think starting a couple years ago, maybe.
Oh.
But like, you can
I
watch
didn't
them
realize
free
that.
with ads now.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
But we pay.
I pay for
we
it.
pay for
so.
them.
I'm like,
Or you can pay
no
for them.
ads.
But like, historically, it's been you've had to pay for them.
Yeah.
So that's a whole thing we'll get into. But basically, he has been caught on the live cameras in 4K, being really, I don't know, like showing
really-
a lot of red flags with
Yeah.
his
Showmance.
showmance, Catherine, who
Mhm.
seems to not understand or like see any of the red
a lot
flags.
of people are saying that she's like Stockholm syndromed,
At this
because
point?
they were in the house for a long time together, up to 42 days together. So, no, 45 days.
I think 45.
Is when he left, was day 45. And he shows really big red flags, like, saying, I'm gonna marry you whether you like it or not.
And like, I was telling some of this to my boyfriend the other day, and he was like, well, some of that sounds like, doesn't that sound kind of romantic?
And I get that.
And like, when I say it just blankly, yeah, maybe.
But the way
when
he
you
says it-
watch clips of this man speaking to Catherine, it is so uncomfortable. He is so serious and straight-faced and like staring her in the eyes. And
And,
she's like, okay.
Yeah.
And she has never said, I haven't seen a clip of her
Being, like,
reciprocating
other than like
anything,
kissing him back.
other than
or,
kissing
like,
him back.
Yeah.
And
or
being very upset when he
or
left.
begging to be like, hey, are you upset with me? And then him being like, I don't know, am I? Blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, well, I hope we're okay because I didn't do anything, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, you did. I don't know. Like, there was multiple situations where he just was like constantly just undermining her, I guess. Like, and she didn't speak up for herself a lot of the time.
She hasn't been able to play the fucking game because
Yeah,
of
she's
him.
been really distracted by him, and he would like follow her around everywhere. It was very rare that I ever saw her without him.
And
Yeah.
if she even spent any time without him, he would get upset that she wasn't being lovey enough or like kissing him enough.
Even though
it's just so,
she's there to win a game.
Ugh.
She's not there to fall in love with this guy. Like,
I don't know. This like response that has happened from people seeing all of these clips of him has been crazy, because I don't remember any time from a season that I've seen where there has been one person that everyone fucking hates.
Yeah, there's always multiple people. And there are multiple people, but like this one was very...
like everyone on the outside fucking hates
Yeah.
him and realizes that this is terrible behavior, and a lot of people were calling for him to be removed. And then even on like Taylor Hale was talking about like how terrible he was, and like
she really does not like him.
like so many alumni from the show were talking about how he needed to be taken out of the game, or like talking about how they need to free Catherine.
Yes,
everyone was on this
train.
Free
Catherine train.
And like, thank God, but also like, I think we're so lucky that he got evicted. A lot of people
are saying that was on purpose.
I honestly, I mean, like, because
production.
they didn't show Mickey actually landing the ball in the blockbuster.
I did see that. I did see a video on that.
So there's a conspiracy theory that production
put it in a
made sure that Mickey would win, so that Riley would stay on the block, and so that he would get the votes to go home, because against Morgan was the only way he was gonna go, and even that was like.
Even
not
that,
certain.
He had no idea. People were like, "Oh, like you're safe. What are you talking about?"
Everyone thought he was safe. Morgan thought she was going. Like,
I mean, it was
crazy.
Really close too. It was 4-5.
It was such. Oh my God, I was watching by myself, but I was like, my boyfriend was in the other room playing video games, and I was like giving him updates. I was like, oh my God, it's 4-2. Oh my God, he might actually go. And then Ava walks in.
Thank God, Ava.
Oh God,
a goddess.
Ava. She walks in. Oh my God. First of all, can we talk about how she's an aura painter and loves Riley? Clearly, she's fucking scamming her clients and doesn't actually see auras.
Also, the whole house loved him. They thought he was going to be America's favorite.
And they were giving us that edit too on the episodes.
I know. I'm like, no,
They were like, oh, Riley and Catherine are so cutesy. Let's show this really cute moment where she has to he's just such a like lovesick little puppy, and he's just like, he's a hurt man. And she has to apologize to him for some fucking stupid reason. And yeah, that's a cute moment to put little sentimental music behind, and this will paint Riley in a good light. No, just like, all CBS had to do was like show what actually happened. You don't have to remove him even. Just like show the people what he's actually like, and not try to hide it.
They were very much hiding it. And the fact that, when he left the house, he didn't understand. He
oh my God,
saw what everyone was saying about him, and so he's like, I'm suing CBS for
defamation, I think.
Yeah, of like, oh, my edit was so bad, blah blah blah. I'm like, they edited you so well. Like, you should be happy with that edit, because it was way worse on the live feeds.
And I saw a tweet about oh my God, after he came out of the house, I was just scrolling through Twitter like, oh my God, this is so funny.
Everyone was so happy.
It was like Christmas. Like, everyone was like celebrating. I saw a clip of like some bar watching the eviction, and when Ava says Riley's name, everyone's like, yeah. cheering, hugging each other. Like, everyone fucking hates this guy. Whole
my
America.
God.
I'm sure there's very few people who are on his side, but
Yeah.
I have a hold on.
Meme.
I had a no.
Oh.
I saw a tweet that was like, imagine suing for defamation over raw clips of you speaking.
It's just you being yourself.
Like, they
didn't edit anything.
like, what are you talking about? That's the Oklahoma education system for you. Like, also, he, like, to be honest, he's what is he? He's like a rodeo clown.
No,
he's a
he's a bull rider.
okay, same fucking thing. Sorry.
He's a bull rider.
Same thing.
So he probably
like,
has like a million concussions.
Exactly my
and
point.
like no brain cells.
Isn't it a thing that like repeated brain damage can cause like more aggressive behavior?
Yeah, I think that's true. Yeah.
I don't know. Also, he's just a fucking asshole. So like, it doesn't actually excuse any of.
He also yells at everyone.
Dude, okay. The second when his HOH got overthrown by Mickey,
yeah,
when he got so angry and like you could see it in his eyes. Like if you've ever had,
you thought someone killed his family member or something. Like it was insane.
Honestly, if I was Catherine in that moment, I would have been like, "Oh my fucking God, he's insane! I need to get away from him."
She was defending him.
And she was defending him. She was like, "How dare you smile while Riley's having the worst day of his life?" It's like, "Oh my God, is he dying? Like he's fine." Okay. I thought that was really stupid.
It was so stupid.
Like I liked Catherine up until that exact point, and I was like, I
know. I was very iffy about Catherine. And I don't know, I was like starting to like her, and then she fell for Riley, and I was like, oh no.
And then she didn't play the game.
Know everything about him, and like nobody in the house did. When Jimmy left, he was saying like he didn't mention his baby at all.
Oh yeah, he has a fucking baby at home. Brand new baby
from his baby mama. Yep, didn't mention it at all.
I saw something from like Catherine's aunt, I think, and she was like, you know,
or her stepmom was saying a lot of stuff.
Yeah, her stepmom, and she was like, you know, Catherine doesn't want to be a stepmom right now. I think as soon as she comes out of the house and she like realizes that they don't have a chance,
if
like
he even has custody.
So she was like, I'm not worried about them continuing their relationship.
I'm not worried about it at all. I think as soon as she's out, she's gonna be fine.
She's free. She's gonna need some therapy, maybe.
Oh, for sure.
All of them are gonna need therapy. He's gonna need fucking therapy, but he's gonna say, "Nah, I'm a man."
Yeah. Be like, he's just gonna cry in a corner over Catherine.
Oh my God.
Be like, oh no.
No, but apparently, so he comes out of the house.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Everyone in the house fucking loved him for some reason, because I don't think any of his like blow-ups ever happened around anyone except Catherine, to be honest, from what I've seen.
And again, she was
to give them
like,
all the benefit of the doubt.
She was like Stockholm syndromed, so is what people think. So
yeah, I don't know. But so he comes out. He thought that he was gonna get this like warm welcome, this warm greeting coming home, and then they literally like CBS production had to sit him down in a situation room and explain. How
the backlash,
he is now getting death threats and shit. I'm sure
he is.
And like coming out, regardless of how shitty of a person he is, I can't imagine coming out and then thinking that you did a great job, you made a bunch of friends, like everyone loved me, everyone's crying that I'm leaving, like everyone's gonna be so happy to see me, and I get to do all my interviews, talk about my game and everything, reconnect with my boy Zay.
Oh, I don't know if Zay wants to reconnect with you.
No, they FaceTimed.
They did? Oh, they did FaceTime,
but, like,
didn't
honestly, yeah, Jimmy's not. Adrian's not gonna, like, let's be real. None of the other ones are gonna want to do that.
No, Zay might.
Zay would. God, put him on fucking Love Island or something. Fucking
seriously.
God. And so he comes out. They have to sit him down and say, hey...
I would love to see the footage of that. There isn't any, but I would love to see that.
So they canceled all of his exit interviews.
Which is crazy.
He was supposed to be on Big Brother Unlocked, which is like the partner show that like unpacks everything that happened in the week. Yeah. No, they canceled it.
Well, because Because Taylor really hates
Yeah,
him.
Taylor, the host of that, literally said, like, this man is terrible and abusive, and I
And
wouldn't
he
want to.
is.
If I were her, I wouldn't want to even sit in the room with him and like try to
No.
pretend to talk about his game. Like, come on.
Absolutely not.
What game?
What game?
And so
he didn't do it shit.
Yeah. Apparently he's suing,
CPS.
which is so funny.
Which I'm sure in his
$15 million.
Oh yeah, read that.
$15 million lawsuit against CBS after his humiliating shock eviction. Yep.
That's CBS's fault. Not the house's fault.
Yeah, totally. No, they like literally don't let anybody boo anymore when they get evicted.
He should have been
booed.
Like,
Julie didn't say anything. Like, he got the princess treatment. Okay,
very princess treatment.
Considering what was going on, it could have been so much worse, buddy. Be for real. He is accusing producers of editing him into the season's creep.
Sorry, buddy, you did that yourself.
Yeah, he has. I'm sure at that point he hadn't even seen any of the episodes. Like, he's not caught up. Come on, be for real.
No, he's for sure not caught up.
Like, you don't know what we saw. You think that they edited all of that shit that you said, that you remember saying to Catherine. You think that they put all that in the episodes, when really,
no,
they didn't. They were protecting you.
They were literally protecting you.
You forgot that you signed a fucking document that would say that you consent to being filmed 24/7
and edited however they choose.
That is also true.
That is always in the contract.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cutting him off at his lowest point and feeding him to the wolves in a meltdown that has viewers laughing at the irony of a reality star suing for defamation over the footage he provided himself.
God.
Yeah, so one of the first things they did after the episode ended when he got evicted was the Situation Room. They were like, hey, before we give you your phone back.
Yeah. Well, they don't have their phone until like a day later, I think.
Yeah, probably.
That's what Jimmy said.
Yeah, probably. They have to go through like all the exit, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, whatever.
And yeah, he had to be debriefed on the audience's reactions to things he said and other accusations that had been made against him that came out during his time in the house. Quote, he doesn't seem to remember a lot of what he said, or he thinks it wasn't picked up by cameras, so it came as a total shock to him.
Didn't get picked up by... There's like a million cameras and a million microphones.
You
have a microphone on you at all times.
Brags about how many microphones and cameras they have every year.
Yeah, and they're like, Riley, please put on your microphone.
Okay, this isn't even the episode yet.
No.
Okay, this is our intro. I needed to get that off my chest.
It's gonna be a long episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to start on my notes now.
Woohoo! Okay.
Which I wrote these over a week ago. And so that's why I needed to just like give that quick little update. And now I can go into my regularly planned programming.
Notes? Okay. Got it.
So the last episode that I did, so 2 episodes ago, I talked about the panopticon. So if you haven't heard it, I would recommend listening to that episode and the episode on the ethics of reality TV.
It's really interesting.
Just as a good baseline information. But you don't have to be familiar with the show Big Brother or 1984 for this episode, because I'm going to explain everything that you need to know. Yay! So up until this point, it's kind of been like a, you know what's going on or you don't. But starting now, we're going to get into the actual notes.
Sorry, guys.
That make sense if you don't watch Big Brother. So what is Big Brother? Big Brother is a reality show. So if you're not familiar with it, basically the premise is that you take 16 contestants, or house guests, as they are referred to, from all over the country who don't know each other, and you put them into a house. But it's not a real house, it's a TV set. And each week, you might think it's a real house for like a little bit if you're a child, maybe, because I thought it was a real house for a while.
Really?
Well, yeah. I thought they just put cameras in the house. Yeah.
I mean, like Bachelor, they do that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I was like, I have no reason to think this isn't a house. Yeah, so sure, it's a house.
It's a very commercialized house.
No, it's a TV set. Dun dun dun. Anyway.
Dun dun dun.
Apparently it has ants too. They talk about that every year.
Oh my god, they talk about
every
that
year
a lot.
They talk about the ants.
Yeah. You need to fix that.
So each week, one person wins the head of household competition, and they get the power to nominate 2 people for elimination. This is the standard format. The other house guests who don't have any power and aren't on the nomination block vote on which person they want to eliminate from the game. So they keep doing that every year, every week.
And every year, but every
And
week.
every year they do the whole thing
For the
again,
summer.
When there are 2 people left, the house guests that have been eliminated vote on which person they want to win the season.
Mm-hmm.
Most importantly, they are under constant surveillance and cut off from any communication with the outside world. There's a lot more, and some years the format changes a little bit, but that's pretty much the basic format. It's a similar format to Survivor, if you're aware of Survivor, but obviously Survivor has more of like
Life
a surviving aspect, and in Big Brother you're in a cushy house. So I have also heard it described as a human chess game, because you have to use and manipulate people into doing what you want them to do. But you also have to manage people's feelings because you want them to vote for you in the end.
Exactly. You don't want to be a total dick, and then they're like, "You don't deserve to win."
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
So you have to think like 10 moves in advance.
Oh, 100%
to win,
which is like
to do a good job. Usually when I talk about Big Brother, I'm referring to the US version. But I also know about like the Canadian and British versions, and I've watched clips from those.
Australian one too.
Yeah. What I didn't know is that there are Big Brother franchises all around the world. There are versions of Big Brother in all of the following countries.
Okay.
Australia, Serbia, Belgian, Bulgarian, Croatian, Czech, Danish, Dutch, Finnish, German, Greek, Indonesian, Israeli, Norwegian, Polish, Portuguese, Quebec has their own for some reason. No, I'm like halfway through the list. Russian, Slovak, Slovenian, South African, Swedish, Swiss, Ukrainian, British, Africa, Albania, Angola, Brazil, Canada, China, Mexico, Nigeria, Thailand, Turkey, Arabia, Argentina, Colombia, Ecuador, Chile, Peru, Italy, and the Philippines.
Jesus. I've only ever heard of the like British, American, and Australian. That's crazy.
I think maybe my guess is that maybe they're not as popular in those countries. But yeah, it's fucking everywhere.
Damn.
And I had no idea. Some of them are called different things in like different languages or whatever, or like they just call them a different name.
But it's like the same concept.
But it's the same sort of concept. A lot of them take the format of the British sort of version, which doesn't really have many game elements. It's just social stuff.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Which is also what the first season of the US Big Brother was, because it was inspired by that. Okay. And then they changed it, and they're like, this is boring. Let's do something more fun.
Yeah, I like the games.
Yeah, me too. So the show Big Brother started in the Netherlands. I thought it started in England. I don't know why. We don't know anything about this game that we love so much. Created by John de Mol Jr., who also created The Voice and Fear Factor. Fun fact.
Okay, get it.
Yeah, he knew what people wanted to see. He knew what he was doing. Yeah. Obviously, if you're at all familiar with George Orwell's book 1984, you've probably put it together that the show was named after the elusive villain called Big Brother. Yeah, he's a villain, I guess.
I would say so.
This is the origin of the phrase Big Brother is always watching. In the book, they're in constant surveillance by Big Brother, which is basically like a symbolic figure of the government. I don't think there's an actual like one guy that is Big Brother. I don't think, not that I can obviously
remember.
There's like a picture for the posters and everything, but I don't think there's actually a Big Brother. It's just like the figure of the government, basically. There's a similar sort of omnipresence of the guards in the panopticon and of the audience in the Big Brother reality show. There are cameras everywhere, and they wear microphones around their chests. Even if the audience doesn't see everything, producers are constantly watching every house guest, like hamsters in a cage. Yeah, I mean, they're responsible
they have, like,
for their lives.
They have shifts around like what they're doing.
Because people gotta like, if something happens, people have to be on deck ready to respond. Because the people in the house quite literally have no power over what is happening to them.
Can you explain really fast about how they can see everything? Like, not just the cameras, but the mirrors?
Yes, I will get to that.
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay. That's my next section.
Okay.
After this. But apparently there is a disclaimer after every episode, which I didn't know about, that says, quote, "This program is not associated or affiliated with the estate of George Orwell and is not based on the novel 1984.
Really? I didn't know that. So it's in like the credits?
Yeah.
Or something? I'm gonna look for it now.
Okay. Because apparently they were sued at some point.
Oh my god. Okay.
So
Interesting.
I'm curious to know if every Big Brother franchise has that. But I'd assume so. Which is really interesting because it's like so obviously
like
inspired by it.
Yeah.
And so to just lie and say that it isn't is so funny.
Like, I swear.
Okay, yeah, we love lying. Oh, I just wrote, it also makes me think of the Hunger Games, comma, and then nothing else on that.
Yeah. They're watching, I guess.
I think
they're always watching.
Yeah, I think I meant like the peacekeeper presence in the Hunger Games. And then President Snow has a sort of Big Brother effect
for sure
on people, especially on Katniss after she wins. It's very much like everything I do, I must like convince everyone that I love PETA and all of this stuff because he's watching and he will kill her family.
Yes.
Spoiler. Not really. You've had a lot of time. That's I think what I was gonna say, but I guess I didn't write that part.
You're like, I sleepy.
I was like jumping all around. I was like, okay, in the Hunger Games, this other thing actually, and then oh my god, I'm a mess when I'm writing. In the first season of Big Brother in the Netherlands, the house was very basic. Although essential amenities such as running water, furniture, and a limited ration of food were provided,
oh wow,
luxury items were often forbidden. This added a survivalist element to the show, increasing the potential for social tension. Nearly all later seasons provide a modern house for the contestants with a jacuzzi, a sauna, VIP suite, loft, and other luxuries. This is specifically the Dutch version.
Okay.
So they were maybe like, the game is brutal enough without the survival element, and like Survivor already exists.
Yeah.
I think it came before the US version, at least. I'm not sure. But they were like, maybe that's too much. And they just took away that part. And you still can't have like certain luxury things. And I know they buy like the generic brands of everything. I think that's just to save money.
I think that's just for like sponsors too.
Everything in that house is Kroger brand. Unless you win HOH, you get like the fancy stuff.
Oh, I didn't realize it was Kroger brand. That's funny.
Yeah. I mean,
very
for dumb. like if you wanted Coke, I'm sure they'll get you like name brand Coke. But like
but that's like also, if you request, it doesn't always mean you'll get it.
That is true.
Unless you're HOH, I think.
Yeah, Felicia. Do you remember Felicia just like being like, Mr. B, I'd like to cook a lasagna this week, so I would like peppers, I need pasta, and like just
They're
going
like,
down her
no.
grocery list, and
here's a frozen one,
and they would just like not do it. They're like, dude,
no,
we got 16 people to shop for.
If it's not a necessity, no.
But at this point, the game was very different, and there weren't really any power dynamics within the house, like BBUK. To my knowledge, it was the US Big Brother that added the competitions that gave certain house guests power over the others, which is a huge part of the game that we know now.
Yeah. That's everything.
I remember when Trisha Paytas was on Celebrity Big Brother. In the UK.
Oh, in the UK.
And I was like, oh my god, I love Trisha Paytas. I have to see her. And that's the only time I watched British Big Brother. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
They just sit around all day.
Oh.
And like the public vote on everything. It's totally different.
I don't like that.
It's totally different. And I
like when
really
they target each other.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
They were just like, all they would do was like fight and stuff. But it was pretty much just like, everyone just wanted to look good for the cameras.
Yeah, I don't like that. That seems fake.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you're monitored 24/7 and you have to vote each other out, you're not being fake.
Yeah.
Well, mostly.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Ashley in a second.
So this added a whole new element to the game because you're not just trying to make the people like you. You now have to balance making competitive moves while keeping friends at the same time, because there's no public voting.
Yeah.
Sometimes the public will vote on like who to give a power to or something like that, but it's very minor.
Yeah, and I feel like in recent years they've kind of taken that away, other than America's Favorite.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, and I think a lot of the time it seems kind of rigged when they do those like voting things because I don't know, if you watch the shows like the episodes exclusively, you're getting a totally different story than if you watch the live feeds.
Yeah.
And so people who watch the shows, which is more people, will vote for someone like Riley Jeffries, who seems really nice on the episode, and then you watch any live feed clips and he's a terrible person. And so I think there's such a disconnect that they were like, maybe the votes don't, maybe this voting thing doesn't work as well as we want it to.
Honestly, that's probably it.
What were you gonna say about Ashley?
Well, I have a lot to say about Ashley.
Okay. Don't we all?
But since I was talking about fake, so I hated Ashley in the beginning.
Me too.
I really hated her.
I really love her now.
Give me a sec. She was so like ditzy. She like didn't do anything for her own game, or like she was just kind of following people around. And then I saw that live feed clip. I don't know if you've seen it, but she was talking to the camera and she's like, it is so exhausting having to come up with really dumb jokes. She's been faking this whole time.
Oh my god, Ashley the mastermind.
And she's a lawyer. And I was like, she has to be smarter than this.
Everyone was like, how is she a lawyer? She's so dumb.
Exactly. Like Zach, literally when he was out, he's like, I would not trust her as my lawyer. And I was like, that's so fair. And then seeing her during that, you have to look it up, during the live feed.
Was this recently?
Yes, this was a few days ago. And she was like, yeah, everyone thinks that I'm this ditzy Ashley ditzy girl, and I have been, I don't know, she's been like in people's pockets.
That is so crazy.
Because everyone loves her. Well, I think most people do.
I've seen some jokes about her being a set of twins because like one day she'll make the most like spot on reads of people and like the smartest, like she's like, I don't trust Mickey at all, she doesn't care about me, like what are we doing? And
like then, in her diary rooms?
Yeah. And then the next day she's like completely flipped.
Yeah.
Just the worst reads on anybody.
Funny.
Total lack of social awareness. It's so crazy. And so people are like editing her with a red dress on, like her picture with a red dress on, and saying like, that's the one we like. The other one, we don't know her.
So she's just, the ditzy part is like, it's fake.
It is.
And that's so crazy. Funny.
Good for her. Oh my god, I want her to win now.
I know.
After
literally,
that,
I'm like, oh shit. Okay, I want you to win now.
It's also such a Taylor Hale turnaround of being like everyone's enemy week one to now winning. She's kind of in the middle to maybe she starts winning competitions and shit. Obviously not an endurance competition. But I don't know, maybe she can get her fucking shit together and win something.
She needs to win something. I'm tired of her not winning something, and I'm tired of Mickey winning because she's saving herself. And I'm like, I need Mickey to leave.
Dude, Mickey's fucking crazy.
She's such a mean girl, and oh my god.
Okay, let's get back to architecture.
Okay, sorry. Architecture.
So, architecture of the BB house compared to the panopticon. Okay, we learned about the panopticon last time. Okay, people, keep up.
Yes, it was a circle.
It's a circle with a tower in the middle. Okay. So in my last part, we talked about the panopticon and prison design and the sort of ethics of architecture. The design of the Big Brother house is super interesting. The way that they've designed it is so deliberate in its effect on the house guests. The house is covered in cameras, if you're unfamiliar. Yeah, which the house guests can see, but there's also one-way mirrors all throughout the house. Literally, there is not a wall without one. They get all everywhere. That's gotta be freaky to step into, to be honest. Like, the first day is probably really disorienting.
Oh, for sure. But I like looking at myself in the mirror. So I definitely look at a mirror every single moment. and I'd just end up looking at a camera.
You're just staring at the camera.
But like not knowing a camera is like right where I'm looking, you know?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, they're all throughout the house, which are used by production to see into the house and to film close-up shots through the mirrors.
Yeah.
There, because otherwise
Different
everything would be from a down angle from the cameras and like that are in the house, and that obviously wouldn't be super fun to watch. There are hallways throughout the whole house, in between rooms and everything, behind those mirrors, where they can move cameras through. There's literally like a track for a camera to move through, to be able to get good shots. But since the house guests can't see whether there's a cameraman on the other side of any of the mirrors, they have to act as if there is a camera. Obviously.
And there are cameras they can see.
Yes.
Which makes it a little different.
Yes.
But the concept is still there.
But they also never know if they're actually being showed, because the live feeds only ever show 2 like areas of the house at once. Yeah. And it's a huge house.
The other day I was watching live feeds and it was just Keanu lifting weights. I'm like, can I not hear him heavy breathing for a second?
Surely there is someone in the house that's like not pooping, not taking a shower, not
like, I don't want to watch him work out right now.
That we can watch.
Heavy breathing. And I'm like, I would like to see someone eating or something, or making lunch. Please.
I would rather make fun of someone's lunch choices, please.
Which Lauren has a lot of interesting lunch choices. Did you see that?
Yes, I did. The sandwich that she was making.
Yeah, the sandwich.
I think she's from Louisiana.
The thing is, that's exactly what I would eat for lunch. Pickles.
None of them know how to cook.
No, none of... Well, Mickey knows how to cook. And I think that's it.
And they're about to get Mickey out. Not this
No
week,
one's gonna be able to... No one's gonna be able to cook.
There's also nowhere for anybody to hide. Furniture is bolted to the ground. I didn't know about.
I didn't know that.
Exactly in the right spot so that cameras can see around them.
That makes sense.
So they can't move them around and try to hide in the corner or whatever.
Got it.
Beds are built on platforms so that people can't hide underneath them. Doors don't open all the way, so you can't hide behind them.
Wait, that would bug me. I have to like squeeze through.
All of the doors look very heavy.
They do look really heavy, especially the DR room this year, because it's a bookshelf. It's a big ass bookshelf. They have to like yeet it out. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
There are cameras in the bathrooms, not just in the bathroom, but in the toilet room.
They don't show it unless there's an emergency.
No, just in case you try to have a private conversation in there. Or I think like in season 16 when Victoria like passed out in there.
Yeah,
they did show that.
Yeah,
but you also have a microphone on you constantly, unless you're sleeping or in the pool.
Yeah. And even then, if you're just like hanging in the pool, you want to have it kind of near you, just not in the water.
Every morning you wake up, what's the first thing you do?
Change your battery pack.
Which we just learned.
We just learned that.
We just learned Big Brother Unlocked.
Wow. I skipped through that, and then I paused on my skipping, and it was that scene, and I was like, oh, okay, and then I kept skipping.
Oh. It was only 30 minutes. It was a cute episode. I'm glad they didn't bring out Riley and like try to pretend to be nice to him and stuff like that.
Yeah, I do like that.
So I think,
but I was just like, I just want to see the HOH competition.
So it was fun. Their only access to the outdoors is a fake backyard on a like filming studio lot with big walls and fake nature.
But they have the sky.
They can see the sky, but the walls are very tall.
Very tall. They used to be shorter, and then people would like put notes over and everything, and they had to make them taller.
Yep. People would try to communicate with them and give them hints on what to do in the game, and then so production said, nope, no nature for you. Which they don't have full access to the backyard all the time because production has to set up all the competitions in the backyard. Not as many anymore since they have the like all the blockbuster competitions are indoors in like an
like upstairs or something.
Yeah, I think some are inside. So sometimes they have to go days without seeing any sunlight because obviously they don't have windows. They have mirrors instead.
They do have mirrors all over.
Yes. And fucking fluorescent lighting constantly. And these motherfuckers, like, some of them stay up till like 4 a.m. and they don't turn off the lights until everyone's asleep.
Oh my god, I would be so pissed. I didn't know that.
I think everyone in the room at least has to be in bed for them to turn off the lights in the room.
Oh my god, I'd be so annoyed.
But if you're HOH, you're only waiting on yourself.
True. Yeah.
So that's another plus of being HOH. The head of household, the person that holds the most power every week, gets to sleep in their own bedroom upstairs where they can see a feed from a few of the cameras on their own TV, which they can like flip through.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it has sound, but you can
No,
you can watch over what people are doing in the common areas.
Yep. See who's talking to who.
And survey the other house guests all week. Basically, they get to be the guard in the tower.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
For the week.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because they're also the one to make the choices.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the choices.
To
decide who gets to go home that week. There's also a structure of different classes of power. So the head of household at the top, obviously, the rest of the contestants in the middle, and then the have-nots at the bottom. Have-nots are chosen by the head of household, and for the week they have to take cold showers, only eat slop, which is like oats and protein powder, and sleep in a room that's designed to be uncomfortable. The only way they can get photos and letters from family or luxury items is by winning power. Contestants only get to speak to other contestants and sometimes producers, who are very rarely seen, only heard.
Mm-hmm.
They have a generic man's voice that plays on a speaker in the house whenever someone's called to do something or when they wake up. They'll have the same man's voice.
Which is Big Brother.
Big Brother. Say their name and then please come to the diary room.
Yeah.
It's meant to be like
put your microphone on.
Yeah, like the voice of Big Brother, like in 1984. Or like if they're singing or they're doing something they're not supposed to do, they have a button that says like, stop that.
Yeah.
Like, quit doing that.
Sometimes they have really sassy ones. There was a live feed of...
I said stop.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh my god, yay.
He gets sassy.
I love
sometimes.
that.
So all of these elements of design in the Big Brother house cause a Hawthorne effect or a panopticon effect in the contestants, which we remember from last time, right?
Yes.
Is the idea that when someone knows that they're being watched, they'll change their behavior.
Yes.
Theoretically.
Theoretically.
Unless you're Riley. In this instance, it's used in reference to its origins of 1984 and the power of surveillance, and Big Brother is really the only TV show that I know that makes constant surveillance a part of the show. It's like a selling point. Any reality show has surveillance, like fly on the wall observation element to it, but it's usually not acknowledged by the show and like being a main factor in it. Big Brother literally advertises every year that they have like more cameras, more microphones than ever before.
Kind of like a what is that, fourth person kind of? No. It's kind of like a when you zoom out of like a story or something, third person kind of view, or what's it called? Oh fuck. Read my mind.
I can't right now.
Oh, the like breaking the fourth wall or something.
Oh, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like referencing the production element that is the cameras and
Yeah,
microphones, but you can't go any deeper than that.
Yeah, that's true. They can't talk about like production and everything. That's true.
They also advertise that there's going to be more action on the live feed so that people will buy the live
They're
feed.
really just sitting there and eating.
Yeah, pretty much.
And by
Basically,
the pool, I like when they're by the pool. That's fun.
Basically, they're just advertising like, hey, our group of hamsters has even less privacy this year. And if you buy a subscription for Paramount Plus, we'll let you watch them brush their teeth.
Which I hate watching. Oh my god.
The spitting.
No, I can't watch anyone or hear anyone brush their teeth. My teeth start to hurt.
Really?
It's the sensitivity thing. It's like
Oh my god.
I don't like the feeling of it. I'll of course brush my teeth, but like while I'm brushing my teeth, I'm like, because I don't like
That is so weird.
I don't like the feeling of it. I don't like the feeling of it.
I love the feeling of it. I feel so clean.
I mean, no, I like the after of it, like the cleanness.
It's so weird.
But I don't know if I'm the only one. But when you hear that like sound of brushing teeth, I'm like, I can't. No. Anyways.
Yeah. So that's power in surveillance. Like they are literally selling the ability for us to be able to survey these people
Yeah.
as they live their lives. Obviously, it's not their regular lives, but still.
Yeah.
We're
But
like-
it's the game, and
We're like
That's
watching them
interesting.
shower. Obviously, they don't show anything, but like,
but like they're
You
in the
can
shower
see
having
them
a
in the
full-on
shower.
conversation with someone outside the shower, and I'm like, how is
Yeah.
that comfortable?
that's gotta take some getting used to.
Yeah.
Because there's also like there's a big ass camera right in front of you.
That's true.
So you can see it, and you're probably like, oh my god, I'm literally naked.
Yeah, but there's like that film on it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
obviously you can't see anything, but
On the shower doors.
I wonder what they would do if they had like a really tall woman. Because obviously, if they have a really tall man, they'll just like let his nipples show.
They have had a really tall woman, but I can't remember her name. But she was like really tall. But I think she was fine. I think it was just
Interesting.
I think the doors are taller than you think.
Hmm.
Because although Ava's really short, and she can see over it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So I don't know.
Maybe I wonder if they like design them based on the height of
the cast.
the cast.
Maybe.
Because they change everything every year, so they.
Yeah.
Well,
They-
no, I feel like casting is probably done later.
I don't know.
I have no
That's
idea.
really interesting to think about, though.
Anyone at CBS want to let us know? Do you
They're like,
design the cast or the shower first?
no. Specifically the shower.
That's all I
first.
care about. Let's go over some silly, goofy rules that they have.
Okay.
So obviously, there's like all the rules of the game,
Yes.
but that's boring. So rules of the being there, yeah. Obviously, no singing because copyright infringement. If they weren't constantly like having the live feed of you, then I don't think they would care as much. But even still, like they wouldn't be able to use any of the clips of you singing copyrighted music.
Yeah.
So like some people a couple years ago, or no, last year, they would like sing their own songs to their own tune.
Oh,
About like what they were doing and stuff.
Yeah.
They sang a lot last year.
They did sing a lot last year. I think it was also because of Janky, but
And because of Janky. Oh, Janky.
they're like, you know what? You guys want to sing? You'll sing.
You'll sing.
Don't you worry.
No talking about production.
Mm-hmm.
That is a big one that they get caught on.
What would be a really good example of that?
Talking about like the diary room, so like their confessional
like what you're
room.
saying in there.
You're not
what
allowed to
they're
talk
asking
about that.
you.
Yeah, if you talk about like, I feel like I've seen some people say something about like, yeah, like naming the people that do the interviews in the diary rooms.
Oh, interesting.
You definitely can't do that.
Yeah, I feel like that's
being
extremely
like, yeah,
bad to
so
do.
and so asked me today about blah blah blah.
Oh my god,
Absolutely a no.
that's so bad.
They would probably just cut the feeds before that,
Yeah,
and then over the intercom you would hear no talking about production.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Sometimes
they
you
turn
hear
the
that.
feeds back on.
Sometimes I'm sure they cut it and then they say that.
Yeah, sometimes you actually hear it. But if they just say a little thing like go change my mic pack, that's fine.
Yeah. Or like, what did you think about the veto competition? That's like gameplay.
Yeah.
Considered gameplay, but I don't know.
I'm surprised that they revealed that they play music every morning.
I know. Well, that's probably why it takes so long for them to turn on the fucking live feeds.
Well, yes.
Oh my god.
So because they're not allowed to sing or play music regularly, every morning they wake up the house guests with music. So they still get their music fix, which is nice.
I didn't realize they did that.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
I really didn't.
I want to say that that's a more recent thing, but maybe it's not. Maybe they
don't
just
know.
haven't talked about it before.
Yeah, I want to hear from like a alum or something that
I knew that they listen to music when they're getting ready for competitions, like to hype them up.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know they're allowed to have music when they're HOH, but like not out loud.
Yeah, I think this year they have an iPod Touch with music on it.
Well, it just got switched to an iPod Touch. It was a Nano for like multiple weeks.
Oh,
and
they
then
just switched.
just switched it when Vince became HOH.
Yeah, I saw everyone like freaking out about it on Twitter, be like, "Why do they have a phone?" Like, no, it's an iPod Touch, bro.
But they just switched it this week.
Oh, that's so weird.
I know.
I wonder if the
I don't
nano
know
just
why.
wasn't working or didn't have enough storage or
Yeah,
something.
I think they was having like some issues with it or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, they got an iPod Touch and some like plug-in headphones, and that's all they got, and whatever music the HOH wants that week, pretty much. There's also no writing allowed. So
really no pens or pencils anywhere.
No, there aren't. So all communication needs to be verbal and in the official language of the show. So for US, it's English.
Got it.
I think if you say like basic words in another language that people know, like
audio,
voila,
like
adios. Yeah, everyone
like
knows
that.
what those mean. But if you're having a full conversation in Spanish or something, that's not allowed because obviously, like they'd have to translate it. But also, everyone in the house, that's like a workaround of people hearing what you're saying.
Something that actually does come up in my mind was when I forget his name, but the deaf
Matt,
I think. Yeah, the deaf guy Matt. I don't know, deaf guy.
I think
everyone would whisper so that he couldn't hear it.
Yeah, that was fucked
and
up.
That was so rude. And I know some people were like, no, can you say that louder for Matt? Like, what are you doing?
He's literally in the, like, we're having a conversation together.
And he's like, what are you guys saying?
And
I can't hear you.
Yeah, he'd literally have to be like, can you say that again?
Yeah.
I can't hear what you're saying.
That would
I'm deaf,
literally be me because I'm not deaf.
But,
But, by the way, that's like everything that you guys know about me. Like, why would you whisper? I don't know. But, like, it's a lot of whispering anyways.
Yes.
So it's hard to not whisper, I guess.
I think also sign language is probably not allowed either.
Oh my god, I didn't think about that.
Because not everybody knows sign language.
True.
There were some instances in like early seasons where like two contestants both knew sign language and they were like talking.
Oh, that's cool.
But I think maybe it got shut down, or they were just like, yeah, that was too big of an advantage. Like we can't.
That is a little bit of an advantage.
No books,
hilarious.
Except for religious texts.
Yeah, there's only the Bible, I'm pretty sure, in there.
No napping is another one.
I would die.
I haven't seen that one be enforced.
This year, it's been less enforced. Last year, it was like if you were meditating, you were technically napping.
Oh yeah, everyone just say they're meditating, put on their sunglasses,
and then nap.
Just fall asleep.
And they're like, okay, well shit, that's allowed, I guess.
Yeah, because meditation, obviously they can't have you not, like, they can't prevent you from meditation.
Yeah. And it's technically spiritual, I think.
It's funny, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot more rules, obviously, but most of them are about the actual game, and that's boring. So when someone breaks the rules, first strike, violators have a light punishment.
Oh.
Usually something like giving up in a sentimental object.
Oh, really?
Or something like that.
Oh.
Second strike, violators may receive an automatic nomination.
Oh, I have heard that.
Or like an automatic vote.
Hmm.
For a nomination.
Do they share that if they do have some kind of penalty against them? Do they share that with the show, or is it just like,
I have
this week
no idea.
You're gonna vote for this person out because he has a penalty?
No, I have literally no idea.
Okay.
Third strike, violators will be forcibly evicted from the house. So I've been watching since season 16, and I have never seen anybody be punished for breaking rules.
No, me neither. I mean, they just like yell at you just to stop, and then they're like, "Oh, sorry," because they forget.
They probably get to the point where they're like, they're gonna be gone in a few weeks anyway. Like, whatever.
They're gone this week anyway. They're on the block.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I think Big Brother's gotten very lenient.
He has gotten very lenient over the years.
I don't know if they really care, except for like the few times that I've seen people be immediately removed for saying slurs or like threatening harm.
Yeah,
which is good, but obviously, like, we've seen people break rules.
Yeah,
but they just haven't. Finished, so I'm not sure.
There have been people who have self-evicted, and in turn, they like went against the rules because they were like, I want to get out, and they needed a reason. But you can self-evict any time. But like
you
there
can
was
just walk
Audrey who was like not coming out for competitions, was like I think basically living in the diary room or something.
Oh, I do remember that,
because she was so depressed or something. And she eventually self-evicted.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then the girl last year, 2 years ago.
Paloma. I
She.
remember her breaking rules.
I don't think she broke rules. I think she just self-evicted.
Yeah.
Because of mental health.
Yeah, so with all this power that production holds, there comes a responsibility to act ethically with that power, which Big Brother has struggled to do in the past. So let's go over that.
Okay.
BB controversies.
Oh, there's probably so many.
Oh, yeah, baby. Big Brother has been criticized following reports of harassment, intimidation, bullying, violence, obscene language, breach of integrity, and the physical and mental strain of appearing on the series, and also racism and discrimination.
Yeah.
So Big Brother has been called out a lot for not vetting their contestants. That has been a big issue recently. There are so many instances of contestants being caught on the live feed saying racist things, saying the N-word, being sexist, sexually assaulting other contestants. Like, truly, there are too many instances to be able to talk about each one.
Yeah.
Which is super disappointing.
Yeah.
But
There's
I also, like,
almost always one every year.
Like, how, even if you're a recruit and you've never seen the show, how the fuck do you go on to a show like this where you know you're going to be filmed 24/7? Even if there's nobody watching, you will be filmed. And yet you don't think to filter yourself? Like,
I also feel like it's because a lot of them don't think that it's bad. Or they do it all the time, that it's normal for them.
Yeah.
You know?
That is very possible.
Which is very Riley, where he's probably very abusive in relationships. And so what he's doing is loving, not abusive in his eyes.
Yeah, he is. That's why he's so shocked. He's like, what are they talking about? Abuse. I love Catherine.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, I'm sure you do.
But, like, not
maybe, but
right.
Oh my God, relax.
Yeah.
So there's a situation in season 2 where a house guest named Justin held a knife to the throat of a female house guest.
Oh my God.
Who was drunk and, like, laying over the kitchen counter. She was clearly out of it and they were flirting. He grabs one of those carpet sweepers, you know, that like people used to use, and starts pretending to like whack her in the head with it, like getting really close. And said, "Would you be mad if I killed you right now?"
Oh my God.
And then put a knife to her neck. He was immediately called into the diary room and kicked out.
Good.
And they showed
terrifying.
it. They showed it on the feeds. Like, Julie was narrating me, like, this is what happened.
Yeah.
We've removed him for these reasons. Nobody else was even awake. Like, it was just them two in the room. And so I'm sure everyone else was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And
God, that's terrifying.
That's why they aren't allowed to have free access to sharp knives or alcohol anymore.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah. They only have alcohol for, like, occasions.
And, like,
or if you're in
kids'
HOH.
knives.
They have kids' knives?
Yeah, if you watch them cook. Like, they have to use
that.
super dull knives.
I didn't notice
for safety.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah. But, like, that would fucking suck.
I've literally heard Riley be like, these knives are so dull. They need to sharpen them. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you would like that one.
You would like that one.
God, I hate him. I couldn't find any other serious dangerous situations from Big Brother US, other than some like shoving and small altercations.
There's a lot of fighting, but they're never like that bad, I guess.
No.
Yeah.
There's definitely like situations where they like push each other or they're getting in each other's faces or whatever, and usually they'll just do like an intercom like stop that, or like everyone else will intervene before it gets too far.
Yeah, if it's in front of everyone, I don't think it gets that far.
Unfortunately, most of the situations where a house guest was caught saying deeply offensive things were brushed off by CBS. This is so funny that I wrote this before all of the Riley stuff came out. I wrote this part like literally months ago.
Oh, that's funny.
Before Big Brother even started this year. So,
oh damn.
There's specifically been a big problem with outwardly racist people being cast, being caught on the live feeds being racist, and then CBS just cuts the feeds, and they maybe like get a slap on the wrist or like or they'll like ask the people around them, be like, how do you feel about this person?
Oh my God.
And they'll be like, oh my God, I love him, he's great. And they're like, okay, then no reason to take him out. That's what I think it was Taylor was saying on the We Know Big Brother podcast, was talking about how production would never remove Riley
Mm-hmm.
because everyone was calling for him to be removed, and she was like, they will never do that because everyone in the house loves him.
Yeah.
And they are the ones that decide
Live
what happens, basically.
Oh.
So for production to feel the need to take Riley out, someone would have to complain. Like one of the people that are
Oh.
actually affected by him would have to go and complain, which sucks in this situation because in an abusive relationship, it is very
It's-
unlikely that the
Anyone.
person being abused is going to actually recognize it,
Yeah.
let alone ask for help.
Yeah.
So
and then everyone around them doesn't know any different from him.
No.
So that's who they think he is, and it's like, oh, he's just joking or whatever.
yeah. So very unfortunate, but I didn't know that. So getting
didn't know that
confirmed
either.
by Taylor,
That makes a lot of sense.
because apparently she talked about her season with Kyle
Mm-hmm.
when he was saying some like sort of racist
I think he said the N-word a few
Did
times.
he?
Yeah, I think
Oh my
so.
God.
I could be wrong, but
he said
he was a very
something
innocent guy.
seeming.
Innocent seeming guy. Sorry. Innocent seeming guy. And I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
He
then-
wasn't removed. He was just voted out.
Oh, he wasn't removed, but she talked about, she's like, on my season, everyone really wanted Kyle to be removed for
Oh.
something that he said. Like, not everyone, not to the point of where Riley was at.
Yeah.
But a lot of people were calling for it, and she was like, they would ask us about it, and like none of us really felt uncomfortable with him, and so nothing ever happened.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So rarely they will air the comments that are controversial,
Mm-hmm.
which was the case for Erin from season 15, where they actually showed a compilation of her racist comments that she made throughout her time in the house about an Asian woman and a black woman in the house with her. Because of this, she was booed when she exited the house.
As she should be.
Rightfully so.
Erin.
The host, Julie, also asked her about the comments that she made immediately after she exited the house,
Oh my god.
to give her a chance to respond. And she said she didn't remember saying those things and that she's from Texas as excuses. And the live audience laughed in her face when she said those.
Good.
It's
Fuck her.
really
I
funny
don't remember who Erin is, and I think I watched 15, but I don't remember who Erin is. So
Even if
obviously she
you-
wasn't memorable.
No, even if you haven't seen
Texas, oh my
Big
God.
Brother, or you're like not even interested in watching it, look up season 15 Erin exit interview and just like watch.
Oh my god.
Her
I'll
face.
watch it when I get home.
It's crazy. And then there's our favorite, she said sarcastically, Jackson Mickey.
I hated Jackson.
I'm punching my microphone.
I hated him so much. He did not deserve to fucking win that game.
I genuinely like can't
I was
believe that he
so
won.
pissed about that year.
That was
He was
the
such a
worst
terrible
season.
person.
the worst season.
Oh my god, he was so bad.
So from season 21, he was caught along with a few others in the house that season, supposedly,
There's
because
like his girlfriend as well.
couldn't find that
or
girl.
his showman.
and Jack, like the other big buff guy
Jack. Oh,
that
yeah,
looked
yeah,
like
yeah.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, I remember now.
Supposedly saying the N-word when referring to black housemates,
That's insane.
as well as having this weird, intense, one-sided beef with a black housemate named David,
Oh
who
yeah.
literally was the first person out for no reason because Jackson had this vendetta against him.
Oh my god.
There's several clips I found of him talking to his buddies about how much he hates David and all the terrible things that he wants to do to them. Some of them very violent, and in the same clips, like saying racist shit about other house guests. Like,
Oh my god. How is that not scary to some people?
I
How is that not like a red flag?
don't know. I have no fucking idea.
I mean,
don't
I
know.
guess not everyone sees it.
I don't know.
So not everyone knows about it. in the
Surely,
house?
like being in the house has to do something crazy to your mental
Yeah.
state
100%.
to the point where people just don't act like themselves whatsoever. Because, like,
Yeah.
how else do you explain something like this? He was also caught just like literally breaking the rules. He was a have-not, which means you can only eat certain foods
Mhm.
and take cold showers. And he was caught on the live feeds like every day eating people's food and taking hot showers, which isn't a huge deal, but they used to penalize house guests for that, and that's the first time that I remember someone doing it and not getting penalized at all.
So annoying.
And that's just the stuff that he was caught on the feeds doing. Like,
Yeah.
imagine what was going on when the feeds were off or they were on somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, the odds of him being a perfect princess otherwise, like when we weren't seeing him, are very slim.
Very slim, yeah.
And then he ended up winning somehow. And he would, spoiler, don't watch the season anyway, it's terrible.
I don't even remember what season it is.
21.
21.
Don't
Okay.
watch season 21, terrible.
Terrible season.
And then he ended up winning somehow, and he was questioned during the finale by evicted house guests about his racist and sexist behavior in the house. And this was after the jury had already voted. So
yeah,
that didn't change their vote at all because they had already voted. Which makes sense in the context of the game.
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to have any knowledge about the outside world when you're voting. But oh my God, seeing the faces of the people that just voted for him to win, them all be like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
So there's a clip of him right after he won, like walking out of the house, confetti falling. Usually people are like jumping up and down and celebrating at that point.
He was scary.
And he just walks out stone-faced. Big buff dude. Like scary big buff.
Scary white buff dude.
Yeah. And at the end,
and ugly as frick. Oh my God, his face. Sorry.
No, you're not wrong. Ended up hugging his parents. Like, he was hugging his parents at the end as the credits were rolling, and you could see his mouth saying, "I'm not racist," like to his parents. And they're like, "No, we know, honey. We know, it's okay."
I think I remember that.
Oh my God, that was a crazy ending. CBS was really like, if we're gonna have this motherfucker win, we're at least
gonna out him. Which is the best.
But they would never do that now.
No,
they never.
Wouldn't.
And it's disappointing.
Which, yeah, okay, I can go on and on, but you finish.
During his run, people also found out that he had previously been arrested for domestic violence.
Yeah, so had Riley, I think.
Admitted on the show. Riley had a DUI.
Oh, a DUI, okay.
Yeah, people were blowing that way out of proportion.
Yeah, I may have seen a rumor.
Yeah. I couldn't find any official reports on that or if he was charged, but that did bring up another point that the casting did not do their due diligence with that season specifically because there were other people on that season that had also been arrested previously.
That's crazy.
And they specifically state that they don't cast people with criminal records. And even if he wasn't convicted, the record of his arrest should have shown up in a background check, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it should unless it was scrubbed or something.
Yeah.
But
so there's some debate about whether he was actually arrested, but he's the one that said it on the feeds. He was like, yeah, I've been arrested for domestic violence.
That's crazy.
I was like, why do you say that on live television?
That's crazy.
What a silly guy.
What a silly guy.
I mean, that's one way to put it. The good thing is that hopefully we have moved past this unfortunate era of Big Brother. I wrote ignorant to what would come.
You wish.
After COVID, this is specifically about the racists being so prevalent, like racist people being in the cast so often.
Yeah,
like, so what are the chances, man? It's almost like they're doing it on purpose.
It's almost like if you would pick anyone from Texas who looks stupid,
dude, they're like,
they will be racist.
They're like, we gotta get a cowboy person on here. No, maybe we don't need a cowboy.
They always try to get a cowboy.
We don't need a cowboy. We don't need a cowboy persona on every single season, I think.
Maybe you don't need a racist every season. Like,
yeah, so we gotta cast our racist. We gotta cast our model girl. We gotta cast like our old man. I
always forget that
they have very specific.
What's her name as a model?
Morgan is a model. I mean, like, look at her face. I saw someone say,
beautiful,
this is so off topic. I saw someone say, like, Vince and Morgan could be cute, but she has such a like drastic case of gay face that I like can't ship her with any man.
Serious. That is what I've been looking at. I've been like, something is not right about
her and Zach, or her and Vince. But also Vince has a girlfriend. That's another thing.
That's another thing that's coming up. Yep. Because she's like cuddling with him in his HOH room this week.
Yeah.
I was like, ew.
So they really said, like, now that Riley's gone, we need a new scandal.
Yeah.
So how about a cheating scandal?
Yeah, seriously.
Okay. Good thing is that hopefully we've moved past this unfortunate era. After COVID, season 23 gave us the Cookout Alliance,
I loved that season.
which was the 6 Black house guests of that season who formed a secret alliance to ensure that the first Black winner would be crowned. And they were successful.
It worked.
And that was an incredible season to watch.
I loved that season.
Even if you they didn't even like each other at the end, but they were like, we're still sticking together. Like, we gotta get this done. We've gone this far. They were sacrificing their own friends for this secret alliance. They weren't even in the same room together until they were the final 6.
Which is, it gives me goosebumps. That's crazy
insane.
how they did that.
Insane. I would love to see that
So devious.
with like women.
I know. Well, it's getting there.
It is getting there.
It's getting there this year. There's
only got
so
3.
many women.
And if you don't count Will, there's only 2 men left.
Will's one of the girls.
He's a girly.
He's a girly.
And then the year after that, we had Taylor Hale, the first Black female winner.
I love her.
And then this could also be credited to CBS putting a DEI initiative in place with season 23, starting in season 23, which required 50% of each season's contestants to be people of color on all of their reality shows. So also Survivor and other ones, but I don't watch any others. To be honest.
I don't watch Survivor, so.
Which this was fought for by Black alums of Survivor in 2020 and put into effect in 2021. Since then, on season 25, there was a contestant, Luke.
Oh my god, yeah.
We know about Luke, who was caught saying the N-word very clearly in a conversation. We did talk about this in the ethics of reality.
Yes,
TV,
we
so
did
we'll
talk
just
about
brush
that.
over it.
Yeah.
But he was called out and removed pretty much immediately.
Yeah.
And it was caught on camera. Everyone saw it. They're
Yeah,
like,
it was
okay,
bad.
we don't condone that. Bye.
Yeah.
And that was that. Great.
Which
Good job, CBS.
Great,
Maybe don't
yeah.
cast him in the first place.
Maybe like get that red flag out of the way.
Good
Somehow.
job
I don't know.
correcting.
Be like, do you like all people?
Well,
No?
also you got to think about like, you know, Dan Giesling, famous Dan Giesling. He lied his way through the casting process to get casted.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm
like-
sure a lot of people do that.
You have to. There's only so much pressure you can put on the actual casting department to weed out the crazies because people can
Yeah.
act.
They also want some crazies, just, I mean, in a different way.
Yeah,
you
how do
know?
you find the line of like racist crazy versus
like,
like
drama.
Will start drama crazy?
Yeah.
Well, no, like I would say Rachel is will start drama
Oh,
crazy,
for sure.
but she's not racist crazy.
No. I mean,
No.
she's from Alabama.
No, but she's like
Are you
she's
sure?
normal.
Are you sure?
She's normal. She's like best friends with Will and Keanu and Ashley.
True.
And Morgan.
Yeah, that's
and
true. She's not racist. But I do love her. Actually,
I kind of love her this
I was
season.
very surprised.
I was so annoyed that they added her,
Me
but
too.
she's now like everyone else in the house is so fucking stupid. I can't see anyone else winning except for Rachel.
I know.
Maybe Vince.
She's so much smarter. Vince, I loved in the beginning. I don't love him anymore.
He's a weasel.
Ugh, he's just okay, sorry, you finished your speech. We need to wrap this up.
Yeah. My final point about controversies of CBS. Julie herself, Miss Julie Chen Moonves,
Oh yeah.
who is on record fully supporting her husband during his sexual misconduct case. Her husband, Les Moonves, who was the CEO of CBS, her boss. What I found out the other day was that she was working at CBS before they met at CBS.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and they got married. Yeah, interesting.
It's crazy because he was always her boss.
Yep, and he was accused by dozens of CBS employees of sexual abuse.
That's crazy. That she stayed. Oh my god.
And then he resigned, and I think at that point Julie was like, I'm gonna leave, but then she never did. She just left the talk and then just stuck with Big Brother.
Yeah, she's only doing Big Brother now, I think.
Yeah. But like, and she's like all about Jesus now.
She's very Christian. She says Godspeed, and I was thinking about it the other day. And I was like, if she said that to me, I don't know how I'd respond. Like, how do you respond to
I
that?
say Godspeed in like a joke way.
Yeah, but she says it like at the
She
end of
says it
every
real-
interview, and I'm like,
Yeah, and she
thanks?
says,
Question mark.
love one another.
Like,
Love your employees. Julie Chen. What are
She's
you
just
talking
all about love, you know.
about?
Yeah, but that's why she started going by Julie Chen Moonves to show
right.
that she supported her husband.
No, that is true. Yeah, he resigned, and then she said she was gonna leave. But she actually got fired from the talk,
Oh, okay, but not Big Brother.
but not Big Brother.
Interesting.
Seemingly because of her support for her husband. I wonder if that had to do with the other women that were hosting the talk.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe they like all agreed.
But yeah, now she has like a podcast about God.
Of course she does.
And like, I wouldn't be sad if she did leave at some point soon, to be honest.
No.
I think she's done her work.
I think Taylor
I
should
would
take
love
over.
I would love to see Taylor.
I would love to see Taylor take over.
Just because I'm messy, I would love to see Paul, but Paul would never.
No, he wouldn't. I think he's done with Big Brother.
Dude, Paul
He's
is
so pissed.
so over it. Paul also joined the Free Catherine train, by the way.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Okay, I've always
So-
loved Paul.
Oh my god, I love Paul.
He deserved to win.
Okay, that's all I have. I realized
Okay.
I didn't actually talk about the panopticon that much.
That's okay. We talked about it last
We
time.
did talk about it a lot last time, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's all I have.
Yeah. It's gotten dark.
It's really late. Yeah, it's literally dark out and we're tired, so we're gonna go.
We're gonna go.
Thanks for listening. Follow us on all the things. They're
things.
in the descriptions always.
Below.
Yep. Okay. Email us your dreams and your fun stories if you have them.
And if you have any opinions on Big Brother this year, please let us know.
Oh,
We
yeah,
would
leave
love
a
to
comment.
see them.
even if you don't have any idea who we're talking about, I hope maybe start watching Big Brother.
It's really fun. It is cheesy. And
just gotta get
sometimes
past it.
I'm embarrassed to recommend it, but it's really fun.
Yeah. Exactly. I would say last year was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Season 26
Yeah, last
and
year was
season
really good.
16 was really good. I liked 18 as well.
I can't remember. I like any of them with Paul was fun.
19 was
I don't remember any of them. I need to look at the cast.
20 terrible. 21 terrible, worst season ever. 22 was All Stars. That was
I don't think did I watch all. I don't even remember.
Maybe not. 23.
Oh, 21 was
remember.
I was in college. I probably didn't watch it that year.
I don't know, man. I've been watching this show too long. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.